Tennille, are those mouse slippers? Why aren't you dressed?
What are you talking about? You told me this was the AIA Orange County Virtual Design Awards. And we need to be done from the waist up.
The people at home are watching virtually. We're not on Zoom. They're actually filming us. You need to go change.
Oh boy. Hold please.
Much better.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 AIA Orange County Virtual Design Awards. I'm Tennille Bedenhausen with Microdesk.
And I'm Nathan D., and we will be your hosts tonight.
We're hosting virtually from Canvas in Costa Mesa. The Canvas campus is inspired by the Costa Mesa arts community and has been reinvigorated with personality and style. It's an adaptable suite of workspaces that has been designed by experts to evolve with the ambition of every company. Thank you to our colleagues at Canvas for allowing us to film at such a brilliant location.
While we are virtual for our second year in a row, we are all together and celebrating great design in Orange County. We received 93 entries this year, and it's an amazing and inspiring body of work. So whether you're watching from home, with your family, with your friends, or with your colleagues, welcome to tonight's celebration. Before we begin, let's watch a quick recap of all of our incredible entries.
I would now like to introduce Melody Tang, AIA, Director of the Design Awards for AIA Orange County. Good evening, Melody.
Thank you, Tennille and Nathan. I'm so excited to be here tonight with all of you. 2021 has been a year for a chapter to focus on reconnecting our members to each other and to our work, after what we can all agree has been another tumultuous year. And I'm so grateful that even though we aren't able to celebrate together in person quite yet, we're fortunate enough to share the incredible accomplishments of our members through the production of this virtual gala. The recording of this event gives us a platform to celebrate the strength of our community and share it with an even wider audience than we've had in previous years. Our sponsors are a critical part of our organization. Their belief in our pursuit to build better places to live, learn, and work reinforces our message that great architecture really does matter. With their dedication and support, we're able to continue programs like the one we're celebrating tonight and offer many other resources and services to our members and the community at large. Before we proceed, let's watch a video from our partner sponsor, the American Institute of Steel Construction.
I want to tell you a story about a country, born of rebellion, forged in fire, tested, hardened, looking to leave a legacy. This country, it started building and grew stronger, taller. It faced challenges, the likes the world has never seen, and struggled, and came together and prevailed. I want to tell you about George and Abe and Harriet, about FDR and Rosie, and the boys who went to work above the clouds. I want to tell you a story about a country and its people, about Ford and Amelia and Frank and Martin, and those who dared to strive for something greater than themselves, who worked hard, who left a mark, who turned dreams into reality. And still, there was hardship. The road was not easy. There was danger and adversity, disaster, destruction, and tragedy. In this country, these people, they continued to build and rebuild. They grew tired, but they did not despair. They stumbled, but they did not fall. And there was new growth and a new future. There was adaptation, research, science, technology, innovation, and revolution. This country continued to thrive and to flourish, embraced harmony and sustainability. This country embraced strength and resilience and how to build that which endures. I want to tell you a story about a country, the legacy of America, the legacy of steel.
In addition, we want to acknowledge the rest of our Design Awards sponsors. Our advertising sponsors, Coritalia and Elementi, architectural elements, windows, and doors. Mitsubishi Electric, elevators and escalators. Our category sponsors, Anders Lassiter Architects, Brandon Architects, Danielian Associates, in partnership with WHA, William Hesmelhalch Architects, Louis Polson, Nuvis Landscape Architecture, Sierra Pacific Windows, and VOCO2, Van Oppen and Company 2. We'll be recognizing our chapter sponsors later on in the presentation. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you, virtual attendees, for your continuing commitment to AIA Orange County and the Design Awards. Before continuing, let's just take a moment to recognize two of our advertising sponsors, Coritalia and Elementi.
Coritalia wants to coordinate and gather clients, architects, designers, artisans, and builders. Architectural Elements Division showcases all the best of natural stone and terracotta. Windows and Doors Division is specialized in high-performance units made of wood, bronze, steel, and aluminum. Handcrafted in Europe, our building materials bring together the vibrant place you call home. Elementi offers bespoke and contemporary furniture, kitchen, bath, and fixtures to create the most elegant, modern living environment. Bringing California lifestyle with Italian craftsmanship, Elementi strives for developing old-world material with new-world technology. We are the liaison between designers and architects to help them achieve their clients' vision.
In addition, we also owe a very special thank you to our Design Awards Committee and the AIAOC staff. What you might not know is preparation for this event, whether it's in person or virtual, actually starts at the beginning of every year and takes at least 8 or 9 months to pull together. This is an incredibly talented, diverse, and passionate group of people. The production of our second virtual Design Awards Gala simply would not be possible without their ability to be flexible and creative in the face of technical and logistical challenges. Thank you all very much for your efforts to organize and manage tonight's virtual event, the entire awards competition, and the jury process throughout the year. Our committee members include Tennille Bedenhausen, Associate AIA, Siyama Bodinayaka, Associate AIA, Jason Chow, Beverly Chu, Associate AIA, Jim Coleman, John Danelian, AIA, Nathan D., Associate AIA, Tracy Edinger, Vadim Gaber, Anders Lassiter, AIA, Christine Miller, Eric Morley, Gracie Morris, Ron Nestor, AIA, Chris Peterson, Kathy Schmidt, Paul Schmidt, and Ozzy Tapia, AIA. And we would be remiss if we didn't honor the AIAOC staff. The leadership of Jeff Gill, FAIA, Marilee Edgar, and Sharon Miller is what keeps our chapter forging ahead. Even during difficult times, they've continued to roll with the punches and adapt to changes to meet the needs of our members. At the request of members, the Design Awards Committee continues to offer separate juries based on residential or commercial submissions, as well as the Inspire and Code Awards. Jurors have complete discretion to determine the number and level of awards given. Entries are all reviewed blind, with firm names removed, and the Design Awards Committee does not participate in jury deliberations. This year, the juries met virtually in mid-August, and I am pleased to say we will be presenting 25 commercial and residential awards from a field of 93 submissions, along with our 25-year awards, our Code Awards, Inspire Awards, and the Student Design Competition Awards. Now for some really exciting news. For the second year in a row, we have our People's Choice Award, so you can participate during tonight's gala. Voting starts right now and will end at 5 p.m. Monday night, October 25th, so get ready and send in your votes. You should have received a link to the voting survey in an e-blast from AIAOC last week. Voting is very easy. As a reminder, you cannot vote for your own project or one from your firm. Now let's pause to recognize our third advertising sponsor, Mitsubishi Electric Elevators and Escalators.
Mitsubishi Electric's Elevator and Escalator Division empowers architects to deliver safe and reliable vertical transportation for accessible and sustainable buildings. We've made our home in Orange County, and we're proud to support our local AIA chapter. We sponsor both the bi-weekly newsletter and this year's Design Awards. The Design Awards showcase incredible architectural feats and solutions for our region's building challenges. Congratulations to this year's winners. Stay in touch and click our link in the newsletter to learn about our elevators, escalators, and services.
Each year, AIA Orange County sends out the Design Awards call for entries because of our core belief that great architecture matters. As architects, we have the tremendous ability and responsibility to affect both our built and natural environment. We can literally shape our communities and the world that we want to live in through both the art and science of design. It's been said an architect has to know a little something about everything, and it's true. We are the conductors of a great orchestra of stakeholders that includes landscape architects, interior designers, engineers, contractors, governmental agencies, and most importantly, our clients. We don't have to be an expert in how to play each individual instrument, but we have to know enough to bring them all together to create the beautiful music that is architecture. Our work has the power to elevate, to inspire, and to make people's lives better in very tangible ways. And in 2021, it's clear we do make a global impact. Indeed, our built environment plays a significant role in our mental, emotional, physical, social health and well-being. Over the years, we have celebrated great architecture in terms of aesthetic measures. But design isn't just about aesthetics. It's also not just about numbers or metrics on a scorecard. Great design is fundamentally about how buildings perform for people. The AIA has developed a framework for design excellence that captures the intent and spirit of what it means to achieve this goal. And the Orange County chapter has joined many other chapters, as well as AIA National, in adopting this framework as part of our criteria for judging entries. The Design Awards seek to honor innovative responses to project challenges, regardless of type, size, or budget, from the largest urban planning solution to the smallest home on a constrained lot. Each project awarded tonight stands on its own merit as an example of exceptional work by exceptional architects. For the second year in a row, we asked you to demonstrate how your project responded to one or more of the following 10 principles of good design: integration, community, ecology, water, economy, energy, wellness, resources, change, and discovery. Tonight, we recognize both the pursuit and achievement of this excellence in design. But first, a message from our partner sponsor, the American Institute of Steel Construction.
When you consult the building code for information about structural steel, you're accessing standards created by the American Institute of Steel Construction. But we're not just a standards-setting organization. We can show you how choosing steel will benefit your project, provide information about availability, and help you obtain the latest pricing information. And all our help is free.
I would now like to turn the mic over to Ozzy Tapia, AIA, and President of the AIAOC Board of Directors, to introduce tonight's keynote speaker.
Thank you again to the American Institute of Steel Construction for your generous support of the 2021 Virtual Design Awards Gala. AIA Orange County has made it a tradition to acknowledge the role that good design plays in our daily lives by inviting to the Design Awards an esteemed fellow design professional or community professional to share their thoughts about why great design matters, to speak about the work they're doing, and share with us the varied ways in which architecture leaves a lasting impact on its users. Architects strive for thoughtful experiences that tell a meaningful story through spatial design, collaborative production processes, and guidance of the user's encounter with the built environment. This is the hallmark of great design. Tonight, I am honored to introduce our keynote speaker, Laura Archuleta, President and CEO of the Jamboree Housing Corporation. Let me tell you a bit about Laura. She strongly believes that a complete community includes housing choices for all families. Since 1999, Laura has guided Jamboree Housing Corporation from a small, Irvine-based nonprofit affordable housing developer with 750 units into one of the nation's largest nonprofit owners, having developed over 10,000 homes in more than 100 communities. Under Archuleta's leadership, Jamboree established Housing with Heart to deliver impactful resident services, acquired Homes Inc., a leading nonprofit provider of housing and support for people living with mental illness, and launched Jamboree's construction group, Quality Development and Construction, Inc. She currently serves on the Affordable Housing Advisory Council of the Federal Home Loan Bank of San Francisco. She is a member of the boards of the California Housing Consortium and the Building Industry Association of California. She is also a member of the United Way Orange County Leadership Council and an at-large member of the ULI Orange County and Inland Empire District Council Advisory Board. She earned a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and a master's degree in public administration from California State University, Fullerton. We're so thrilled to have Laura with us tonight. Good evening, Laura.
Thank you, Jeff and Marilee, for inviting me here today, and to Ozzy for that wonderful introduction. It's an honor to be asked to speak to you and to be able to participate in this really fun design awards event. Early in my career, I saw a huge difference firsthand when working for the city of Anaheim, what design and just even color of a property could bring to a community. Prior to working for Jamboree, I worked for the city of Anaheim in their planning department, and all of a sudden we started to see these pink stucco boxes being produced throughout the community. They were apartments, and I didn't understand why an apartment owner would build a development and then paint it pink. Of course, now I do, because that was probably the cheapest paint they could buy, and they could fill up the unit because there's such demand for apartments here in Orange County that they didn't want to have to go out and really think about painting it a beautiful color or doing better design on it. These buildings really, really looked bad and contributed to the blight in some of the neighborhoods. Additionally, while working at the City of Cypress, I was able to work on their CPTED program, the Crime Prevention Through Environmental Design program. And through that program, I learned that just by designing a development a certain way, you can actually reduce crime in a community. So that was pretty awesome. So along my way in my career, I ended up here at Jamboree 22 years ago. And at Jamboree, we focus on delivering high quality, affordable housing. And it's really an exciting job. But our goal is to develop properties that are equal to or better than our market rate peers. With our roots here in Orange County, you can understand why that's important. It continues to be, and it really was 30 years ago when we were founded, very difficult to get our developments approved. And so it's important that we have high quality design and developments that last and look well so that the next development will get approved. Over the years at Jamboree, we've worked with our state and federal leaders to make sure that there's not an overemphasis on cost containment on affordable housing, right? We don't want the cheapest project built, and we don't want to rush to the bottom. So we focus on quality in our developments. And I'll give you an interesting example. Here in the city of Irvine, we have about 7 developments, and at those properties you walk through, you see very high quality design and development, colors. Obviously, we work with the city of Irvine, we work with the Irvine Company. So most of you, if you've been through Irvine, you know the type of quality I'm talking about. So when we give tours of that property with city officials throughout California, I often would hear, we don't need that Irvine type design or quality. You know, this is affordable housing and it's going to be subsidized, so we don't have to build to that standard. But of course, once you go out and you do your community meetings, you meet with the elected officials, they all want that high design and quality in their community because everyone cares about what's being built, especially if the city's name's attached to it through their funding. And in those community meetings, that's what we hear. So as Jamboree grew, we started to integrate services with our residents. And that created more interaction and more opportunity for us to hear what was important to our residents. This helped us as we moved forward in our design of our developments. Our very first project in the city of San Clemente in the Talega community has a large community space. You walk in, it's very impressive, similar to what you would see in a high-end market rate community, at least back then, 25 years ago or so. But we've learned from that. We've learned that our residents actually prefer space to be broken out, not just one big room. And so now you'll see we have smaller rooms that interact with each other, where you might have a computer lab looking out to community space, looking out to the pool, and each of these smaller spaces interact and give our residents a chance to be using that space as they would want to or how it's been programmed. We've also now expanded our services and we invite the outside community to come into our properties. So this was a big change for Jamboree, and you may start to see it throughout your communities where you live. Previously, affordable housing developments only offered services to their own residents, but now by opening it up, we become a valuable part of that community and we can offer those services. For example, we have a development called Wesley Village in the city of Garden Grove, where we have a larger community space on the first floor where we have the Boys and Girls Club activity and some outside activities coming in, but upstairs we have separate space for our residents. And that way they can still come down and they can do resident-only events while we have larger community-based events downstairs. As you have seen in the short video, we do serve a variety of populations at our properties. But our Heroes Landing development in Santa Ana is our first veterans-only development. It's the largest here in Orange County, 70 units, but we do have about 800 veterans that live at our other properties. So we always have to be taking into account what do the residents need when we design the properties. So for example, in our senior properties, we might put guardrails in as they're walking down the hallway. We often design our community spaces to have windows, so as you're walking down the hallway, you can see who's in there. Is it someone you want to socialize with? Is it someone you don't really want to talk to? And we've just gotten this feedback from our seniors. In our larger family developments, of course, we have more storage because we have larger families, more kids, we have more bike racks, and we always look to design our laundry facilities where they can overlook the playground for the kids so that when the parents are doing their laundry, they can overlook and they can see their kids playing. The last 10 years or so, we've started serving a new population, and those are folks who have been chronically homeless and living with mental illness. And this population has its own special needs in terms of design and housing design. So for example, we do see an increase in service animals, and so we want to make sure that there's a place for those service animals to relieve themselves, as well as a doggy wash area to keep our dogs clean. On top of that, our special needs properties need more smaller rooms for case management and for them to get the services that make them successful in no longer being homeless. Security, of course, is important, as well as parking. Parking, as you know, often drives design, but we do work closely with our local officials to make sure that we are only building the parking that's needed on our properties. As creative experience architects, much of what you think of when designing an apartment community applies to affordable housing, but there are a few differences. The first one I would say is because we have so many funding sources that are all tied to different populations, you'll see a mix of populations often in our communities. In our Claremont property that we have a slide of here in this presentation, it's an intergenerational project where you have a family property, a senior property, some joint shared use, but you also have separate spaces for our residents to have fun in and socialize in. In our Rockwood project in Anaheim, another beautiful development, we have large families, we have folks there who are living with mental illness, and we also have a partnership there with the Anaheim Unified School District, where the school district identifies families who are at risk of homelessness, and we're able to house those families to stabilize the community. So again, housing serving as a broader platform for stabilizing communities. Talked a little bit about parking. It's extremely important, as you all know. And then, of course, because of the 5 to 7 layers of funding that we bring into our developments, we have many, many community meetings. One of the most lengthy process that I can remember was in the city of Long Beach, a project called Porta del Sol, large family development, where we had 12 community meetings to get input on the design before we even went to city council. So as you can imagine, it's a lot of work, and our architecture and design partners are with us along the way, and we really appreciate that. I'm sure there are other differences out there, and those of you that work both market rate housing and affordable housing, I'm sure that you see them. Although I think there are specific challenges to designing our developments, I believe that the reward of the work we are doing makes it worth it all to be involved in our communities. If you have the chance to attend one of our grand openings, please attend. We always have one of our residents talk about the impact that this property has made on their life, and I think you will feel really proud to have been participating in it. And if you haven't worked on affordable housing, it will make you want to jump into designing and working on affordable housing developments. So congratulations to the award winners, and thank you for having me.
Thank you, Laura, for that great and inspiring 2021 keynote presentation. As the current AIA Orange County President of the Board, I have the pleasure of announcing the 25-year award, an honor bestowed by the AIAOC past presidents and fellow committees, recognizing Orange County architecture that has stood the test of time. The spirit of this award is not about a building type or an architectural specialty. It's about design excellence that transcends time and changes people's lives. Honor projects must have been completed at least 25 years ago in Orange County and should still carry out their original program. This year, the past presidents and fellows committees have selected 2 projects to receive this award. The 25-year award for a residential project goes to Trovare, Newport Coast, by Mark Shire Architects. Built in 1994, the Newport Coast community, Trovare, consists of 196 1- and 2-story townhomes. A Gold Nugget winner, these 2- and 3-bedroom homes terrace up the Newport Coast hillside to provide privacy and a feeling of openness. Uniquely designed to accentuate individual homes situated around motor courts, Trovare includes many small meditation areas, and the property is designed with lush landscaping to offer a park-like living environment. From the Newport Bay, Trovare is distinguished by its trees, not its rooftops. Congratulations, Mark Shire Architects. And the 25-year award for a commercial project goes to Tarbu Vitora Day School by LPA Design Studios. In 1991, Tarbu Vitora founders and local leaders purchased a 10-acre site in Irvine with the intent of building a new K-8 school that would become the focus of the Jewish community in Orange County. Working with the administration, teachers, donors, and students during a series of workshop charrettes, the campus was envisioned as a metaphor of the city of Jerusalem. The campus's 4 education villages represent the quarters of the old city, forming a quad. The multi-purpose library and synagogue are used as both educational and religious facilities that occupy the most prominent location within the quad. The building is located on an east-west axis with the bima facing east towards Jerusalem. An angled wall of patterned concrete block completes the quad, adding texture and a forced perspective within the space. The wall is a reminder of the Wailing Wall in the Old City. Subtle references of inscriptions on wall lintels and menorah window patterns identify the school as a Hebrew institution. Congratulations, LPA Design Studios. Moving on, we want to recognize our large community of aspiring student designers, our next generation of design professionals. The AIA Orange County 2021 Design Awards is definitely unique, and it would not be complete without recognizing the talents of these design students. Every year, AIAOC hosts a student design competition for local community college students enrolled in architecture programs to help mentor them as young professionals and build their portfolios as they advance to accredited schools of architecture. The competition is part of the students' curriculum, completed and juried in the spring. Students are made aware that they are winners after the jurying, but their award level and cash prize is kept secret until this evening with the official announcement during our Design Awards Gala. I'm thrilled to now announce the Student Design Competition winners, starting with the merit level. Natalie Darakjian for Artesia Pillars. Brian Endo for Biomimetic. Evelyn Lopez Torrentino for Cube 3 Project. and Luis Zamora for the unfolding. And now on to our third, second, and first place winners. A third place award goes to Nate Newsom for Artesia Social Club. A second place award goes to Sean Lay for Tela Tahona. And our final student award and our first place winner goes to Mana Minimitani for 24/7 Connection. Congratulations to all of our Student Design Competition Award winners. We can't wait for you to join the profession. Thank you, attendees, for participating in this virtual gala. It has been a great honor and pleasure to serve as your 2021 president.
Thank you, Ozzy. Your service as president of the board has been outstanding. Before continuing, I would like to thank all of our wonderful chapter sponsors. Their recognition of the value that AIA provides our industry allows us to continue programs like the Design Awards and to offer many other services to our members and the community at large. A big thank you to AIAOC annual sponsor, LPA Design Studios.
AIAOC Platinum sponsors Bear Paint, Brandon Architects, Collins & Collins LLP, Gensler, K&A Structural Engineers, Lionakis, MJP Architects, Murtaugh, Tregelia Stern & Dealey LLP, PLP SoCal, and Taylor Design.
AIAOC Gold sponsors Gatode Band & Architects, VOCO2, Van Oppen & Company 2.
AIA Silver sponsors Acoustics Group Inc., Angelus Block, BHL Company, Conceptual Design and Planning Company, Denalian Associates, Mitsubishi Electric Elevators and Escalators, Penta Building Group, Perkins Eastman, Relational Advisors, and SABP, Santa Ana Blueprint. Thank you, AIA Orange County sponsors. And now, on to the 2021 AIAOC Design Awards. This year, we have 2 juries who were selected for their expertise with each of the various entry categories. The first jury reviewed the residential custom, residential development, multifamily mixed-use development, and the Inspire Award. The second jury reviewed commercial interiors, and the Code Awards in partnership with Southern California Edison and special guest juror Dave Einter, Senior Advisor, Building Decarbonization and Energy Codes and Standards.
In the years past, the jurors were given a complete discretion as to the number of projects they could award. This includes the level of recognition for each award, the ability to recategorize projects, and to select a specific part of a project that they felt deserved honoring. Built and unbuilt projects were reviewed and awarded as separate categories.
There were no minimums or maximums for the number of awards in each category. Each project was judged on its own merit and solely based on descriptions and images. Jurors were not made aware of the submitting firms during the jury process.
And now, I would like to introduce Rita Carter, AIA, Higher Education Leader at DLR Group. Welcome, Rita.
Thank you, Tennille. I am so excited to be here to announce the winners of our residential award categories. I'm going to begin with the awards for the residential custom, residential development, multifamily mixed-use development, and Inspire categories. Our jurors for these categories are Adele Chang, AIA, LCRA Architecture and Planning. As Principal and Director of Design, Adele has led the firm with a special focus on housing projects for top builders in the United States and internationally since founding LCRA in 1989. Her extensive design background is complemented by expertise in site planning and experience in working with various municipal agencies and neighborhood groups. Over the last 30 years, her work has received numerous building industry awards and honors, and she has been featured in various industry journals. Adele received her professional education from the University of Washington and California State Polytechnic University at Pomona. She is a licensed architect in the state of California. Outside of the studio, she has served multiple terms as a member of the Design Review Committee of the City of San Marino, California. Additionally, she has served as a judge for various national and regional architectural design awards and has been a speaker at various industry and professional conferences. Adele enjoys travel, time with her family, and exploring topics involving history, art, the environment, and urbanism. She is an avid reader of science fiction. Doug Van Lerberge, AIA, Kephart. As a principal and designer of award-winning communities throughout the United States, Doug has contributed greatly to Kephart's reputation as a leader in design. He utilizes his 35-plus years of experience to balance design trends with marketplace longevity and construction costs. His experience includes the design of master-planned communities, high-density infill concepts, and a wide range of single and multifamily for sale and rental projects. Doug is a nationally recognized industry expert on residential design trends and has been a guest speaker at numerous venues, including the National Association of Home Builders International Builders Show and local Home Builder Association functions. His work and forward-thinking ideas have been highlighted in a variety of industry publications, including Builder, Professional Builder, Builder and Developer, and 50+ Builder. David Poppleton, RA, DTJ Design. David has more than 13 years of experience on a wide variety of architecture and planning projects. With a focus on integrated design, he has led teams from project visioning through construction. He is a thoughtful and innovative designer who has the experience and construction knowledge to carry the design through implementation. David's main areas of focus are community amenity buildings, multifamily residential, resort housing, and single-family detached housing, but also has experience in senior living communities and corporate campuses. In 2005, he received his Bachelor of Environmental Design from the University of Colorado at Boulder. Now on to the awards of our residential categories. The jurors reviewed 40 projects in the residential custom, residential development, and multifamily mixed-use development, built and unbuilt categories, and selected 15 projects to honor with awards. I would like to start with our residential custom built category. Our first award at the citation level goes to Schaefer Residence by Laidlaw Schultz. The jury found this project's interior detailing to be particularly compelling and consistent from room to room. A mix of materials is thoughtfully woven throughout the interior with definite finesse, creating a warmth and harmony that is noteworthy. Congratulations, Laidlaw Schultz. The second citation award goes to 20th Street by Brandon Architects. The jury liked the efficient plan of this house and was particularly enthusiastic about the pool house and its relationship to the main house and the landscape. The home feels comfortable and unpretentious, and the contrast between deep colors and white helps the interior feel unique and comforting. Congratulations, Brandon Architects. The third citation award goes to House on Kings Road by Anders Lassiter Architects. The jury applauded this project's use of materials which flow from outside to inside, creating a harmony with each other and a sense of calm throughout the home. The board-formed concrete walls add warmth to the palette, while the sky-lit central stairway is a clever way to bring light deep into the home. A glass entry bridge invites light further down into the lower level and adds a nice level of detail to the entry experience. Congratulations, Anders Lassiter Architects. The final citation award goes to Tectiform by Laidlaw Schultz. The jury responded well to this intricate and elegant remodel, noting that it feels highly personalized, demonstrating a good solution for a hillside site. The courtyard is usable and inviting, and the exterior use of materials is informed and unique. The thoughtful detailing of the garage's doors' relationship to the wall siding and other equally well-executed details made this project stand out. Congratulations, Laidlaw Schultz. An honor award is being presented to Laurel Way by McLean Design. The jury agreed that there was not much they don't like about this house. From the restrained but softly inviting front elevation to the wonderful massing of the solid and void at the rear elevation, the composition is simple and elegant both inside and out. The project is diagrammatically clear, constructed well, and executed with a fine touch. Congratulations, McLean Design. Moving on to our first award for the Residential Custom Unbuilt category. A citation award goes to Idaho Farmhouse by Hutchings Design Group. The jury liked how this large house is broken down into smaller volumes to help mitigate its size, and the use of exterior materials that are invited into the interiors. The H-shaped plan creates a level of transparency and flow that is really nice for a big party or a small gathering, and offers some interesting and very open spaces. Congratulations, Hutchings Design Group. The next citation award goes to Rim Crest Residence by Fubister Architects. The jury thought this home was an interesting study of mass and void, with proportions that seemed well suited for its environment. They appreciated how it pays homage to the Palm Springs architecture of the 1950s, with low-slung roof planes that appear to float, deep overhangs, and clear-story windows that break down its massing very nicely. Congratulations, Fubister Architects. The Merit Award goes to The Quarry by Hutchings Design Group. The jury thought this residence was a good interpretation of the 1950s style that fits well contextually into the desert site. The use of deep clerestory windows to bring light into the house is successful, as is the simplicity of the front facade, which does a good job of screening automobiles from the street with a sliding gate at the entry court. While the site is occupied by a lot of programs, there are enough outdoor spaces to make it feel really inviting. Congratulations, Hutchings Design Group. And finally, the honor award goes to Coast Royale by Anders Lasseter Architects. The jury was enthusiastic about this elegant and soft solution of clean forms and very open spaces that embrace the fall of the site and the ocean view from the moment you arrive on the property. The entry drive and arrival sequence are stunning, and the Ferris Bueller-inspired garage is a unique twist. The home's footprint is thoughtfully designed and does not max out the site, as is typical of many coastal properties. Congratulations, Anders Lasseter Architect. For the Residential Development Built category, a citation award goes to Levity by WHA. The jury particularly liked the site plan of this project, noting that the grid-based street plan is efficient with usable pedestrian paseos, while the subtle kinks in the road allow the eye to view the architecture. The buildings are well executed with a good variety of materials, showing depth and shadow lines where they should be. Site amenity elements promote interaction across the community, and the jury found it applaudable that the developer chose to add amenities rather than additional units. Congratulations, WHA. Moving on to multi-family mixed-use built development category, a merit award goes to Park and Paseo by AO. The jury thought this looked like an exciting place to live with plenty of amenities to attract renters. The simplicity of the overall structure, in contrast with the splashes of color, offers some nice individuality while still maintaining a sense of harmony in their coexistence. Overall, the idea and execution are good, better in fact than other similar projects. Congratulations, AO. The honor award is being presented to Santa Ana Arts Collective by Studio 111. The jury agreed that this was their favorite project of the group. The entire project is understated, but still refreshed and repurposed, and the adaptive reuse is so elegantly achieved. The new project embraces the existing building, while also allowing for modern interpretations of the existing language and style. This project demonstrates a way of giving back to the community and its residents with a mixed-use project, and you benefit whether you live there or not. The light touch of the architect is appreciated, and it is effective. Congratulations, Studio 111. The first award for the multi-family mixed-use development unbuilt category at the citation level goes to El Cerrito Housing by LPA Design Studios. The jury appreciated the interesting window pattern with its flanged articulation. The variety of rhythm on the exterior skin is not typically achieved with shipping container construction. The function of each level are very clearly articulated in the elevations. The mix of mass and void for outdoor spaces was also admired. The project is modular but doesn't feel repetitive, and the courtyard spaces are compelling and lively. This looks like it could be a really nice project, and the jury looks forward to seeing it completed. Congratulations, LPA Design Studios. The final citation award goes to The Orchard by WHA. The jury appreciated how well this large mixed-use project was broken down into smaller parts, a strategy that appears to help make it a more readily built project. There is a nice blend of architectural styles, changes in elevation, and building scale that gives the project a public face. The variety of colors and materials also help the building meet the street, particularly at the corner. Congratulations, WHA. And finally, the honor award goes to Warner by AO. The jury liked the mini-city site plan and the scale of the outdoor spaces that seemed porous and inviting. The architecture is clean with interesting contrasts of building heights, materials, and colors. The landscape does a great job supporting the buildings by giving a well-done character to the whole project. Congratulations, AO. The Inspire category is focused on innovative solutions to the challenges facing the built environment. Solutions of all shapes and scales are considered. AIA members, students, and emerging professionals are encouraged to participate. Our residential jurors selected 3 projects. The first 2021 Inspire Award goes to Make My Day by Danielian Associates. The jury applauded how this multi-generational living concept connected to the context of the community by encouraging community engagement. The building forms are friendly and seem to have the ability to morph over time in response to the occupants' needs. The planning of the spaces appears to work well equally on either an alley lot or a corner lot, giving the concept flexibility on how it's deployed. Congratulations, Danielian Architects. The second Inspire Award goes to Confluence Park at 5 Point Valencia by AO. The jury really appreciated the inspiration for the roof design based on the rock formations. They were equally pleased to see that the under construction photos revealed that it's being built very closely to that concept. While the entire campus was interesting, the community building was the favorite element of the design and worthy of an award on its own. Congratulations, AO. The final Inspire Award goes to Regen LA by Little. The jury was wowed by this project and noted that every kind of sustainability device had been invited to the party. The project takes advantage of its site and the simple repetitive forms such as the angled roofs and the wind capturing devices. There are a number of things to be excited about with a project like this. A blend of urban attainable housing, urban agriculture, and sustainable design. In all, it looks like a really fun place. Congratulations, Little.
I would like to introduce Crystal Payselk, Senior Business Development Manager at 9 to 5 Seating, to introduce the jurors and present the commercial awards.
Thank you, Nathan. I'm thrilled to be here tonight to announce the commercial categories. Let me start by introducing you to our jurors. William Leddy, FAIA. William Leddy is a founding principal of San Francisco-based Leddy Maytum Stacy Architects, LMSA, which is the 2017 recipient of the National AIA Firm Award. For over 30 years, he has been a national leader in the design of environments that celebrate our place in the natural world. LMSA has received more than 175 regional, national, and international design awards, and is one of only 3 firms in the nation to have received 10 or more National AIA Committee on the Environment Top 10 Green Project Awards, the Institute's highest award for ecological design. William has lectured widely and served as a visiting professor at the Southern California Institute of Architecture and the California College of the Arts, as the Howard A. Friedman Visiting Professor at the University of California, Berkeley, and the Pietro Bellusci Distinguished Visiting Professor at the University of Oregon. He's a past chair of the National AIA Committee on the Environment 2013. He currently serves as the AIA California President for Climate Action and chair of the AIA California Committee on the Environment. Lisa Matheson, FAIA. Lisa has more than 25 years' experience in sustainable design and planning, focusing on architecture and design, engineering and energy-efficient building systems, urban and campus master planning, policy development, and cost management. Throughout her career, she has progressed from designing individual buildings that set new green benchmarks to framing the national dialogue on sustainable design through her work on national committees, associations, and forums. She was an early proponent of the LEED Green Building rating system by the U.S. Green Building Council in the late 1990s and was instrumental in developing LEED for healthcare and LEED for labs. Mark Ryan, AIA. Mark Ryan believes in the experimental power of architecture, and his work is characterized by projects that are civic in nature and personal in their potential for impact. Known for strategic thinking and creative problem solving, his portfolio, which spans from master plans to furniture design, collaborative offices, to facilities for rehabilitating troubled kids, contains diverse, award-winning projects that help reimagine how we work, how we learn, how we play, and how we engage our communities. His contributions to housing for student athletes at the University of Kansas and the Johnson County Youth and Family Services Center demonstrate his wide range of capabilities, all anchored in holistic solutions to challenging conditions. In addition to the practice of architecture, Mark is also passionate about education. He has been teaching at Arizona State University and the University of Arizona since 2004 and is frequently invited to lecture on his work or as a visiting critic at institutions nationwide. He has served on the AIA Arizona board since 2002 and was the 2019 president. The jurors received 43 projects in commercial and commercial interiors built and unbuilt categories and selected 10 projects to honor with awards. I'll be starting with the commercial built category winners. The first citation award goes to Portola High School by HMC. The jury noted that HMC did a wonderful job of building a gathering space, really creating a meaningful sense of community. The overhangs are dramatic and well placed to create outdoor spaces. In addition, the jury felt that the use of exterior spaces and bioswales was an authentic and interesting design approach. Finally, they noted that this is a massive project and HMC designed the property with great detail and care. Congratulations, HMC. The second citation award goes to CSU Northridge Extended University Commons by LPA Design Studios. The jurors noted that LPA's design told a solid story of integrated sustainability. The concept diagram drew interest, and the facility design put CSUN's academic life on display for staff, faculty, and students. In addition, the interior was executed to perfection. Finally, the jurors applauded the design team's decision to make the stairway a focal element in the space, noting that it will encourage people to use the stairwell. Congratulations, LPA Design Studios. The third citation award goes to Equinox Culver City by RDC. The jurors applauded RDC for breathing new life into an existing and nondescript office building. They celebrated the reuse of a tired existing building as an example of a successful embodied carbon story. The building facade was noted for its presentation and interaction with the street, opening up a previously closed building. The jurors also commended the project for its WELL certification. Congratulations, RDC. And the final citation award goes to Earth Cafe by Spectra. The jury acknowledged the challenge Spectra faced and appreciated the well-done renovation of this unreinforced masonry building. Seismic upgrades are rarely sexy, but this project welcomes the new steel structure into the fabric of the existing brick building in a pleasing way, making for a thoughtful and interesting adaptive reuse solution. They felt it was important to encourage the restoration of historic downtown buildings as one of the most sustainable approaches to design. Congratulations, Spectra. At the merit level, the award goes to Great Park Ice and Sports Complex by LPA Design Studios. The jurors commended LPA for the layering of design elements and zoning of spaces that provide a way of visually linking together the three different pre-engineered buildings. They felt the concept of these three phases of water, soil, liquid, vapor was poetic. There was thought put into the facade and shading. In addition, the jurors praised LPA's effort to address the framework for design excellence, highlighting the EUI improvement of 42% over baseline as notable for this project type. And finally, the jurors were impressed by the creative use of simple materials and elements on a limited budget. Congratulations, LPA Design Studios. And finally, an honor award goes to Palomar Community College Humanities Building by LPA Design Studios. The jury agrees that this property is a breath of fresh air. Based on their feedback, LPA clearly told a compelling story about the connection between sustainability, space, and function. The facades respond to the direction they are facing, and the project knits all of the elements together in a solid way, providing a contemporary insertion that complements and provides balance to the rest of the campus structure. Congratulations, LPA Design Studios. Now moving on to the commercial unbuilt category winner. At the citation level, the award goes to Clyde's Hot Chicken by Fubister Architects. Jurors were very impressed by the novelty of this project. Fubister was noted for their exploration of intriguing and compelling diagrams. And finally, the jurors were excited about the thoughtful use of shipping containers, noting that the architect was careful to maintain their integrity in the design. Congratulations, Fubister Architects. I will now announce the winners of the Commercial Interiors Built category. The first citation award goes to Acorns by LPA Design Studios. The jurors all felt this project made the best of the existing constraints in the building they were given and praised it as a nicely done, noting its reduction of embodied carbon through building reuse and minimal application of interior materials. The jurors also felt the design resonates with the purpose of this institution and will work well for the inhabitants of the building. And finally, LPA was recognized for creating architecture that expresses Acorn's mission. Congratulations, LPA Design Studios. The second citation award goes to Fudge Family Birthing Suites at Hoag Hospital Irvine by Taylor Design. The jury thought this was a particularly wonderful development that improves the experience for expectant mothers. They felt that the suites are very well designed. The patient rooms were noted as a good use of space with a higher degree of integration than most in this project type. Congratulations, Taylor Design. And the last Commercial Interiors Built category award at the merit level goes to Kajabi by LPA Design Studios. The jurors acknowledged the exceptional detail of the design and thoughtful attention paid to the AIA framework for design excellence. The images submitted were very compelling and relayed the project's clear thinking about biophilia, circulation, and ideas of refuge through the application of thoughtful ceiling configurations. In addition, the use of reclaimed water helps this project go beyond the code minimum for sustainability, which makes this project worthy of recognition. Congratulations, LPA Design Studios. As we round out our award ceremony this evening, I am pleased to announce that we have 2 coat winners this year. The Merit Award goes to Kaiser Permanente La Habra Medical Offices by HMC. The jury stated that the rubber hits the road in terms of an integrated approach that has led to design excellence. HMC was successful in use of wellness and resource-efficient strategies. The jury also noted their experience working with Kaiser in the past, expressing that Kaiser has difficult rules and regulations. However, HMC was able to bridge those barriers to create outstanding interiors. It is their hope that this recognition will encourage others to follow the lead set by this project for sustainability. Congratulations, HMC. And the honor award goes to Palomar Community College Humanities Building by LPA Design Studios. The jury called this project the head of the class, as it consistently talks about how the project responds to the framework for design excellence. It tells a compelling story and sends the message that sustainable design and good design can and should be the same thing. Finally, they noted that this property stands above other coat submissions and is what design excellent means in the 21st century. Congratulations, LPA Design Studios.
Thank you everyone for participating in the 2021 Design Awards Gala, and congratulations to all of tonight's award winners.
We also want to thank our wonderful sponsors for your valued support.
And remember, vote for the People's Choice Award. You have until Monday night at 5 p.m. Be sure to watch the announcement of the winners later next week.
Thank you, and good night.